Good morning, all of you. Let us continue our chapter, the landforms of the earth. We have studied about the mountains and the plateaus. Now, next topic is plain. Let us start the plain. The plain area, you take example, Gorakhpur is a plain area. You should understand what is a plain area. Plain is an extremely flat region, and this region of the world is the densely populated region. Being the plain area, plain surface area, the construction of a road is easy, building of houses are easy, all the infrastructure was easy. So dense populations are found in the plain area. Now let us see the different types of a plane. Many types of a planes were there. The first one is the structural plane. Structural plane is a plane which mainly found in the coastal region. In the coastal region, because of the emergence of a land, the plane arrive in the coastal region, that is known as a structural plain. It is generally found in the coastal area, the flat area in the coastal region. When the water of the ocean goes at the back side, the plane occurs, that is known as a structural plain. For example, this structural plain, the Russian platform, the Great Plain of the USA, the central lowland of Australia is a good example of the structural plain. Now the other type of a plane, next type of a plane is depositional plane, as it is clear from the name only, because of the deposition of a sediments when the plains are occurs is known as a depositional plains. You know, the land surface is not, even when the earth was formed, at that time the land surface was not plain area. Because of the deposition done by the air water, the surface becomes a plain area. So this was known as a depositional plain. Generally it was done by the river. You know, at the time of a flood, the river water spread all over the coastal region, in the bank of the river. So water spread in this season, also the sediments of water also spread in this season, and because of that the plain are formed is known as a alluvial plain. Like the Gorakhpur region is a lies in the alluvial plain region only, because the Ganga, Yamuna rivers, Brahmaputra rivers, they forms this plain. Also, when the river from the mountain, when they enters in the plain, from the mountains when they enter to plains, all the loads, because on the mountain the slope was there, and because of the slopes they carry lots of load. But as they enter in the plain area, slope decreases, so whatever the loads are there of the river, it starts depositing on the foothills of the Himalaya. It occurs generally like fan in the structure, so it is known as a Piedmont alluvial fan, because it falls on the foothills of the Himalaya. It is also known as a Bhabar. Bhabar, you know, the Tarai region Bhabar, where what happened, the large sediments of the river were deposited, and almost the river was underground in that region. That region is known as a Bhabar. Also, you know, the floodplain during the time of a flood, when the river water spread through in the coastal region, the sediments also spread in the region, that is known as a floodplain. It is also good example of a depositional plain. This region is generally a very fertile soil was there. It was very fertile because the river, the sediments which is brought by the river is very fertile. The plains of North China, the Indo-Gangetic Plain, Mississippi Plain is a this type of good example of a plains formed by the river. At the mouth of a river, triangulated shape. Also, when the river meets through ocean, there also the river deposits its all load. That is, you all know, that is in the structure in the delta. It is known as a delta. At the mouth of a river, all the loads which is deposited, that is also a depositional plain. Generally, we call it as a delta. The glacial deposits. You know, the snow of the river of a snow on the mountainous season, when the snow start flowing in the one particular region, because of the slope of on the mountain, they also erode the mountains and they make the region very plain area. that is known as the glacial deposits or the glacier plains. The plains of the central North America, the Western Europe are the good example of this type of a plain. Similarly, the Loess plain is also there. Loess plain, the plains which is plain formed because of the wind. When the wind blows on the very strong, the wind also carries the many dust particles. You can see in the summer season when the loop flows in the India, in the Gorakhpur, this layer of a sand was there, and when the layer by layer this deposition occurs, that is known as a Loess plain. Like the plain which is formed in the North China cover more than 2.5 lakh square kilometer area is a Loess plain only. Similarly, the Lusher plain or the river deposit, the plain result in the filling of a lake. Like when the lake was the any lake was filled because of the river, when the river flows nearby or the river meets with the lake, the sediments of a river fill the lake, and that is known as a river deposition on the luxuriant plain. So these are the different types of a plains. Now next topic, the significance of a plain we will see in the next topic.